Hey everybody, this is Rika. Today I'm just going to be talking about a couple of things that's been on my mind the last couple of days. Um, First of all, I just want to apologize. First off, I've been trying to do this video the last day and a half, and my emotions just been getting the best of me. I guess it's just a real kind of, I guess what you would say, a touchy subject, but um, last couple of days, I've just been thinking about a lot of things that's been going on just in the world, period. I've been thinking about, well, I guess with the plane crash and, with the Hudson River and everything. And I've been thinking about that and just the whole situation, the whole outcome of everything, and just how, I guess the real thing, the thing that's really been on my mind is basically how God has really just been protecting his people, his children. And some of us don't realize it, don't want to acknowledge God for who he is and what he does. And it hurts me because that I know everything that he has done for me in my life, and I know people and places, people that he's done things for, and it's like, how could you not believe? The incident with the plane crash, it was just amazing. And it's like, when God does something, it's like he show out every time, and he leaves you dumbfounded, like, what? And you can't explain it, and you try to analyze it and break it down, but you just can't do it because God is just like that. You can't explain, you can't analyze the things that he does, because whenever you try to do it, it's like you feel like, whoa, it's nothing but God. And I just thank God for the outcome of that plane crash. I mean, because I did know someone that was supposed to have been on that plane, but God spoke to her spirit, and she didn't get on the plane. I'm glad that, I'm thankful that nothing happened. Everyone was safe and everything, but she said that God spoke to her spirit, and her plane kept getting delayed. And so she would have ended up on that plane, but she didn't get on the plane. But I mean, I think of the outcome, if it would have been worse, a tragic landing, But God is just truly amazing in everything he do, in everything. And I think back, I think about the media coverage that they had on this, and it said the miracle on the Hudson River, and that's truly what it was. And I just envisioned how God just put his hands under that plane and just guided it safely on that water. I mean, he's just truly amazing. And he's really looking out for us, and we have so much to be thankful for. And a lot of times, I'm not perfect. A lot of times I get down, and I think about some things. I might get depressed or whatever, but then I think about, we have, in this country and in other countries, we have bombs going off all around us, people, being killed every day, and wars and everything, rumors of wars and all this stuff. But we have so much to be thankful for, that God is protecting us. He's protecting his children. And I think back to, with uh, Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King, back in his days, when he was going through a lot of the stuff that he was going through, how God really did. He protected him from a lot of things, even though his life ended, tragically. But God he had a purpose for him here on earth while he was here, and he fulfilled that purpose, and God felt it was time for him to come home now. I mean, that's what it was. But he knew what he was supposed to do. He was led by God, and he did what he was supposed to do. And through what he did, it brought forth a lot of changes for us as African Americans to be able to do a lot of things. And God just opened up so many doors through him back then. Back then, it seemed like we didn't have a lot, of privileges. We had some, but through him, it enabled us to have even more. And we just got to be thankful for that, And I just think about when they were in the church and they were surrounded. The people were outside tearing up the church, the building, waiting on them to come out. They had threatened their lives, and he had to call Robert Kennedy, to get martial law down there just for them to be able to get out the church. They were in that church for hours. I mean, things like that. How God just protected him and put him in the right place to know the right people to continue to protect his people. I mean, it's just a blessing how God just looks out for us at times when, even when we don't think about it. And then I'm going back to the people on the plane. They probably didn't think about, a bird, doing something with the plane and the plane going down. I'm sure I never thought about a bird could take a plane down, but God is just truly amazing, how he works through people. And he worked through that pilot. He did. I don't care what anybody say. That is God. I mean, God is the same today as he was yesterday and way back when. And I think about when Jesus walked on water. I mean, when you look at the pictures of the plane crash and the people getting off the plane, I mean, it looked like they were walking on water. And I think God was just showing us right then, he's the same. He did it back then, and he can still do things today. I mean, he is truly just amazing. And then I think about Barack. In the next couple of days, history will be made, and I'm so thankful for that. And we have to pray for God's covering over him and his family and his entire staff, really. We have to just stay prayerful. We got to stay prayed up in these times. And I mean, it's getting ready to be a shift. And with that plane crash, it's just, God was just saying, we haven't seen nothing yet. The things that he can and will do. So, it like I said, sometimes, it gets worse before it gets better. And I believe it's going to get better. I'm standing on God's word, it's going to get better, and this is our time, we have to stay prayed up, But this video basically is just to encourage you and let you think about something, how we have to be grateful and thankful for what God has done for us. And remember, I mean, there's always someone, worse off than you. But be grateful, and we got to stay prayerful for everyone. Everyone, we really do. But this is just a couple of things that was on my mind. I encourage you to stay prayed up. You have a good night. Bye-bye.